Hi, this is Andy. My trail name is going to be Cloud, and I'm not going to explain that right now, but I am going to go on a section hike on the PCT this weekend, and it'll be probably about 3 days and about 45 miles. I don't really have trail legs because I haven't been doing this. I'm kind of a weekend guy at best. But for my mother-in-law, I thought I'd share what I was taking. So I'll probably put this on YouTube, edit it, and put it up after I get back. So for the big three, which is your backpack, your sleeping system or sleeping bag, and your tent, I have an Osprey Aether 70. That's probably about 5 years old. It's not ultralight. It's got a good suspension, and it's what I have, and it's, for me, relatively new, so it's what I'm going to be taking. I don't have my sleeping bag out. I have an REI 20 degree down bag. I also have my Patagonia down sweater jacket, and I have an inflatable camp pillow in there, and I'm too lazy to take it out. I also use a inflatable to sleep on. That is the REI Flash. Again, not ultralight, but it's what I've got. I use my my titanium cooking cup that I attached to that, and again, I was too lazy to take it apart. So this is a Nemo Hornet 2, very new to me. It's a two-person tent, but they'd have to be pretty small people, so it's good for a person and one's gear. It has 2 doors and 2 vestibules in the Rainfly. I went to Walmart and got 89-cent flip-flops, which are quite light, and I have a Frog Togs fairly light, fairly cheap poncho that goes over myself and my pack if it rains, which I don't think it will this weekend. Water system is a Sawyer Squeeze. I will have the capacity to take 4 liters, and I'm doing that on purpose because I have a 23-mile section where there's really not much water. So I'll probably start with 4 liters and quickly move down to 2 once I move on past that. Then I've just got a bunch of miscellaneous stuff. I have a fuel canister, which is far larger than I need, but is relatively light. That goes with my MSR stove, and MSR has this lovely little spark producer. That means you don't really have to take matches. I couldn't help myself. I'm bringing a lighter, some duct tape. I have a small pharmacy, which is mostly just ibuprofen. I have a mosquito net that would go over your hat and head. I have my headphones for if I'm going to listen to a podcast at night before I go to sleep. Some bug spray, toiletries, which include really just a toothpaste, toothbrush, some toothpick things, and some lip balm. I have my Petzl headlight. I'm going to bring one of these 2 sunscreens. Most of my sun protection will just be by covering my skin. And then my clothes bag doesn't have much. I have a spare pair of sock liners, spare pair of socks, some long underwear. I have my icebreaker thin long sleeve shirt and hat. So then I'm going to move to the things that I will actually be wearing and carrying. I have some Black Diamond hiking poles. I am going to break my own rule. I would never usually go hiking in new shoes, but I tried these on and they're so comfortable that my Ultras I will be taking this weekend. I have my pair of socks, my pair of sock liners, and my gaiters. Then I have some old running shorts that I'm going to use, and a Columbia, I forget the name of the fabric, it's the super light, dries real fast stuff. The people at work got me this buff for a work event that needed to be tie-dyed, which is perfect, and then I have an old outdoor research hat that I'm going to take. So that's what I will wear. So when I show you my packed bag later, I will not include the hiking poles and what I'm going to wear, but it will include the rest of what you see here. And then I'll get a dry weight without the water, and then I'll put the water in and see how that goes. And then I've got my food for the trip. It is a 3.5-day trip. I will be having 3 dinners on the hike, and that's what you see here. I think I have some chili mac with beef, some lasagna, and then a combination of Knorr, cheddar broccoli, and Spanish rice. For lunch, I have 2 packets of chunk tuna in sunflower oil, and the sunflower oil is there for calories primarily, some peanut butter cups, and some of these complete cookies, which have lots of protein and I think a fair number of calories. I think there's 400 calories. It says 200, but there's 2 servings. So 2 of those. For breakfast, I have some more things that I already had. Some scrambled eggs with bacon, biscuits and gravy, some Pop-Tarts, and instant coffee. And then just for along the trail and for treats, I have some RX bars, a few Snickers bars, some Tootsie Pops, which I got Trail Magic on the trail that I took a couple of weekends ago, and then a hanging system, which is just a bunch of old stuff. The remote controls will not be making it. You know, I will be remote, but I will have no control. So that pretty much covers what I'm going to carry. I will pack up my bag without the food and water and try to do a dry weight. So, and then I'll get back to you. So here is my pack packed. I haven't put the water system in nor the food, and it's about 15.5 pounds. There's one thing that I have on it that I didn't mention before, and that is a solar charger. This has the advantage of being able to be charged ahead of time and just be a battery, a backup battery to charge the phone, my phone with. But also as I go along, it can recharge in the sun and then charge the phone again. So about 15.5 to 16 pounds without food, without water. And I'll see what it is when it's all packed up. All right, so I've got the pack with 2 liters of water, all of my food, and it's 25.8 pounds. If I add 2 more liters of water to get through the long stretch, I think each liter of water is a kilo. I think that's how the metric system works. And a kilo is 2.2 pounds. So that would be an extra 4.4 pounds for a total of almost 10 pounds of water for the beginning. But of course, I'll be drinking it as I go along, and it'll be getting lighter and lighter. So with another 4.4 pounds, it would be almost exactly 30 pounds in my pack when I start. Of course, as I eat and drink as I go along, it'll lighten up, and so will I. All right, so that probably ends the preparation point part of this video. And again, this is for Jane.